Hey babe, I'm home from my work trip.
I went to so many workout classes and ate healthy and slept in, and I feel so refreshed. Come here, my love.
What a homecoming. Hey, I'm home. How are you and the baby?
Here. I'm going to bed.
Back into the Correct Opinion studio after a great weekend of shows. Just me and Kay today. Jake is off on his honeymoon. Shelter kid on the honeymoon. Pray for him.
Yeah, good luck.
You got confidence in him?
I mean, it wasn't like his, it was a few days into marriage, so maybe there was some nice warm-up time before the actual honeymoon.
Okay, weird thing to talk about. We're back. We got a great episode for y'all today. The second episode in our blogger series. We got a very special guest, Krista Horton, later in the episode. Don't miss it. So sit back, relax, enjoy. Let's roll the music.
Correct opinions. Correct opinions.
Help!
Oh my gosh.
I need a medical professional.
Yes, you do.
And it's tough to find them, right? But with ZocDoc, the only free app to let you find and book doctors who are patient reviewed, take your insurance available when you need them, and treat almost every condition under the sun, it's never been easier. We like to do research on where to eat, where to maybe go get your nails done. Mm-hmm. That's what girls do. Mm-hmm. But with doctors, it felt so difficult. And ZocDoc is changing the game. ZocDoc, millions use the app. They rely on it. You can find the right doctor that meets your needs and fits your schedule. Just a few taps in their app, and so you can start feeling better faster with ZocDoc.
So go to ZocDoc.com/correct.
It's tricky to say, huh?
I know.
ZocDoc.com.
ZocDoc.com/correct.
And
the /correct and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/correct.
ZocDoc.com/correct.
Ooh.
What was that?
What was that?
That was the sound of another sale on Shopify. I use Shopify to power my merch store. Oh boy. Thanks, Shop. We have Correct Opinions merch. Go get it. Shopify is so easy to use. I love it. It's amazing. It's the calmest platform, revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide. Whether you're selling candles or cakes, maybe. Shopify simplifies it. They cover every sales channel. You can even sell across social media platforms. And thanks to 24/7 help, Shopify is there to support your success every step of the way. This is possibility powered by Shopify.
So sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/correctopinions, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/correctopinions to take your business to the next level today.
Really sell it. High energy.
Shopify.com/correctopinions.
When it comes to hiring, don't wait for great talent to find you. Find them first with Indeed. When you're hiring, you need Indeed. Indeed is the hiring platform where you can attract, interview, and hire all in one place. I tell you a game I don't like playing, the waiting game.
Yeah, I know.
And instead of spending hours on multiple job sites, Indeed's a powerful hiring platform that can help you do it all with powerful tools that help you find matched candidates fast. With Instant Match, over 80% of employers get quality candidates whose resume on Indeed matches their job description the moment they sponsor a job.
Wow.
According to Indeed Data US.
That fast?
Yeah, I love Indeed. We hired people. It made it so easy, so fast. You can invite candidates to apply, and they're 3 times more likely to apply to your job than candidates who only just see it in search, according to Indeed Data US. So join the more than 3 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. Katie, tell them the offer.
So start hiring now with $75 sponsored job credit to upgrade your job post at Indeed.com/Trey. Offer good for a limited time. Claim your $75 credit now at Indeed.com/Trey. Just go to Indeed.com/Trey and support the show by saying you heard about it on this podcast.
That's right.
Indeed.com/Trey. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire?
You need Indeed. Florida, you were amazing. And Alabama. We went to Birmingham, all through Florida. Oh, it was a great weekend. Jake went right to his honeymoon from Florida down to the Caribbean. We golfed. We got a place to. We played TPC Sawgrass, one of the best courses in the country. Then we went on had a boat day. Then we played the casino. So I played blackjack. I sat by the pool. Mm-hmm. How was your weekend?
I sat at home with Thomas.
I'm jealous. What a joy. You don't love him?
I do. I had a great weekend with Thomas.
Did you?
While you were gallivanting around in Florida.
Oh, that was I know. I started feeling bad, and then I called you Sunday night, just checking in. I was like, minutes from me going on stage, and you would send me cute videos of Thomas having fun, and I called you, and the other end is just Katie going, hello. I was like, she's like, I tried to leave the house once, and I was 15 minutes shopping, and he lost it. I'm on the side of the highway. I was like,
Good luck on stage.
I just had a watermelon feta salad by the pool.
Yeah. It was not that bad. That was he just caught me in a weak moment, you know?
No, I get it. It was a lot.
I was really fine, and we had gone out other times this weekend, but I just really wanted to go shopping, and Thomas decided he didn't want to go shopping, so we went home.
Didn't last long, huh? Oh, it broke my heart. I was like, are we good? That was just last night? Or 2 nights ago?
That was yesterday, yes.
Okay, it was last night.
Yeah, he texted me. He's like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, you don't have anything to be sorry for.
I just feel like I should. I've been joking about it on stage. I had a guy in the meet and greet. It was like a family. So it was like a middle-aged man. And they were talking about, do you have a kid, right? He's like, when you get home, does she just hand him off to you? Like, yeah, this guy must have traveled for work or something.
Yeah.
No, you don't. But I'm sure it's a lot by yourself. I've had to have him by myself for like a few hours.
Right. Exactly.
Well, I didn't create the body.
I know you can't feed him. Well, you can, but.
What is the correct response that you want from Trey? Because I've been in that same situation where I get a call.
This will be good. Every husband, listen up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let us know.
I just want to be acknowledged for all the hard work I've done and just given praise and
okay, just kind of gas you up.
Yeah, gas me up. That's what I needed.
No, you're beautiful. No, you're beautiful when you're crying in the Kohl's parking lot. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
This is you are a woman.
That's the pump up that you thought I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
When in there do you like congratulate me for like going and working all weekend?
What?
When do you congratulate me for working all weekend?
Every single night when you go on stage and I text you, good luck, have so much fun.
Oh,
I'm so proud of you. Thank you for working so hard for us.
It does kind of suck. It does suck for me a little bit because before a kid, I could come home and there wasn't this lopsidedness. You're just like, yeah, you went and worked all weekend. Mm-hmm. Thanks. And now you have this leverage on me.
Yeah. Trey requires a lot of attention.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I know. I have to come home and I can't believe today's only 2:30. Y'all ever had those travel days? I had a crazy early flight, East Coast, so I lost time. I mean, I've been up for like 12 hours. This is unreal. But I'm glad to be here. We're have a great episode, and we're gonna get to some fan videos. Send in your fan videos to the Correct Opinions Instagram. Love to hear from our recties. Derek, who do we got? What's going on?
Trey, Jake, Katie, and Thomas. Family man Derek. Congrats on the boy.
Let's go.
Always wanted one. Got 2 girls. So, it is what it is. I saw something driving down the road the other day and see if I could get a correct opinion or a correct explanation from you guys. There was a sign that said, palm readings over the phone, and then gave a phone number. I'm not a palm readings guy, but I've been thinking about this ever since I saw it and can't come up with anything. So figured you guys might be able to help me out. Appreciate it. Love the pod. Keep it coming.
My man.
Fellow patriot.
Girl dad. Oh, yeah, he had he had a little an Under Armour shirt with freedom under it. Does Under Armour sell those? Or is that a little aftermarket touch up?
Or maybe he's like in the military and they give those to military men.
Yeah. Join the Army, sponsored by Under Armour.
Yeah.
Girl dad. He didn't have girl dad merch on. He's free. He's just sitting out in the parking lot.
He's apparently very free being a girl dad.
That's the most free.
Yeah.
Maybe, so you saw, maybe first get us that number. We need to call them and see what's going on. So if you do that for us, that'd be great. We'll look out for that. But over the phone, palm reading. Katie, people don't know this about Katie. Katie
Whatever
lived in
you're about
LA
to
for a
say
little
is
bit.
wrong.
She was kind of a
Whatever
crystal
you're about to
girl.
say is
Did you ever have your palm read?
You
were dipping your toes in that scene.
I was
You
not.
were.
I was not.
You have a crystal?
No. I do. I have a big rock. I wear it on my finger every day.
No, did you ever do any of the hippie stuff? Did you do a like yoga that involved animals or like praying to spirits?
No, I didn't actually.
You did nothing like that out in LA?
No, I really didn't.
Would you do a palm reading?
It is kind of interesting, right? I think I would do it in just like a very curious, like, what is this person gonna say? Kind of vibe.
Would you have to pay extra for your giant hands? She's a big woman. I just say,
Excuse you?
I just wonder if they're reading palms. If you're, I mean, He looked. I tell him maybe our recti here. Maybe you should call in, man, and see, just a flyer, get a reading on if you'll have a son or not.
Yeah, I mean, do you think she requests like a picture of your palm, or do you think that she just is making everything up?
Probably that. But I just want to. You need to get us that number, and we're gonna call and find out.
Ooh,
so how about that?
I vote that I get my palm read.
Okay, deal.
Okay.
Who else we got? What's up? Katie? Is it hot in here?
A little bit.
Could you get that and turn it down? What else we got from the correct? Shout out to all the recties coming to the shows too. It's a lot of fun to see y'all. Yeah, bump that down. Okay, who we got?
So here's a shelter kid moment. One out of hundreds that I have.
Okay.
To set the scene, 7th grade, middle school dance. I'm at a Christian school. Parents have previously been in an uproar over, just caution and making sure the music is clean. So we ended up having lots of kids bop. My first dance song was to Lead Me to the Cross. So that was kind of weird feeling convicted during my first slow dance song ever.
Wow.
Also, side note, my friend's dad works in a funeral home, and it's like the biggest one in like the small town I'm from.
Not to brag.
And so we rode in what I thought was a limo. Turns out it was a hearse. Didn't make that connection for several years. Not as cool. Not as cool.
Wow.
That is.
Kids, get in the limo. It's your middle school dance.
And they were
It
in a
smells funny
hearse?
back here. Shh.
Okay,
Why aren't there windows?
Right. I mean, if somebody stopped by our house, like, we're picking up Thomas for the school dance, we like rented a fun car and they pulled up it was a hearse, would we let them get in it?
I feel like I would have orchestrated it because probably someone's like, "Hey, I got this for free. I'll let you do it." These kids don't know anything. Slow dance. I didn't. Did you slow dance in middle school? Did you ever heard of cotillion?
Oh yeah.
Did y'all do cotillion? Derek, did you do this?
Cotillion? No.
Cotillion.
No.
Certain. If you've done cotillion,
It's very.
it's like a weird like manners course thing.
Yeah, you learn
Probably
how
more
to-
southern.
Yeah, you learn how to eat right.
When did you do
dance.
it?
I never had to because like I didn't need it, but my brother said it.
What do you? Wait, what? It was like a separate class.
Like you did it at a certain age.
Was it not in school?
No, it was like an outside of school. You
Ours
did
was
it
in school.
In
yeah.
school.
In school, wow.
Yeah. I
Wow.
think some of the parents let it, including my mother. We got to teach these kids manners. And I remember just being 7th grade and they just like, made us like pair up and do a slow dance.
So it's just
That was
like
the
one
most
of your
frightening day of
classes
my
during
life.
the day.
Or maybe it was an after school, like
After
sign up
school.
for it.
Okay.
They teach you how to like
Yeah.
use forks and.
Right. Yeah. Did you have to do like? I remember the one that was in my town. They had to do what was called the snowball dance, where they would have to put the styrofoam ball like in between their foreheads or something. Like
Whoa!
They had to like dance that close.
Oh
to
my
someone.
gosh.
Yeah.
That is intimate.
I didn't have to do it, but
A snowball?
Does it melt?
it was.
Yeah, as an actual snowball and it just melts.
Slowly melted.
Wow, kinky,
They're actually
yeah.
teaching you how to kiss. And
You ever play
yeah.
chicken? Yeah. They just see you would back down first.
Yeah.
Are you nervous? I
mean, if I was in that situation, I would have been I would have been bright red.
Well, you would have. I mean, you would have had to. You wouldn't be able to play the game.
I know.
were the
None of the guys
giant
were
lady.
tall enough.
Just staring down.
Literally.
My gosh.
I mean, that was in middle school. I think I was like 5'8" in middle school. So
Slow dances. Those just lead me to the cross. Lead me to the cross where your love pours out. Like I have a crush on a boy dancing with him.
Do you remember your first?
Bring
slow
me
dance?
to my knees. Huh?
Do you remember your first slow dance?
I told you it was a cotillion.
Oh, that was your first.
And they
okay.
made you pair up. It was like a classic from a movie. It'd be like girls and guys, and they're like, "Come on!" We just like stood there. And me and this girl. I mean, both our little
sweaty
just-
palms.
stick figure bodies. Like put her hand on her hips. It's like she doesn't have any yet.
Oh, I
So
can
sweaty.
picture you in that scenario. You were.
Oh no! Could you imagine watching your child go through that's gotta be horrible. I don't even want to witness
It's probably hilarious.
Oh God, this guy's a loser. Oh, cotillion. Yeah, I don't know what that taught me. I don't like how many. It's like they taught us how to have dinner, some like weird like old antebellum dinner or something. We don't do. No one does that anymore. Like sit down at the. It's like what if you go to a ball? You need to know how to behave.
No,
Never
it's
done
like-
anything like that.
It's like probably taught you that you use the fork on the outside first, stuff like that. Did it not?
How many times have we sat down at places with silverware like that?
Like a lot. You love fancy dinners.
No. Well, yeah. And think about when we go to them. They bring you fresh plates and silverware for every dish.
True.
It's not, I mean, only like those old school steakhouses, you sit down with like 19 weapons and stuff.
Do you think that maybe we should host a ball?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys. She was raised in the South.
I was, yes.
Yeah. Well, we can't host a racist event, Katie.
What? Balls are not
They're
racist.
rooted in racism.
Oh my gosh. No, they're not.
They're not?
No.
Oh, what are they?
They're just dances.
Did you have friends do, what is the weird Southern thing where they wear the white gloves? Starts with a D or something.
A debutante?
Debutante. That's gotta be racist,
I
right?
did not do it, but I do have friends that did it. Yes.
Right? What's that? What's a debutante?
It's the girl she's coming out into society. She's old.
She's coming out?
No, not like that, but
What is it? Is it weird?
The first picture that comes up
Oh, okay.
helps the case.
There's a bunch of black ladies. Okay, so maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong. Is it just?
yeah, I think it's just truly like you're like in the, not anymore, but back
it's like
then,
a quinceañera for
Yeah, maybe kind of, but you did a little
Southern
older.
girls.
Like the girl that I knew that did it when we were like in college, actually, like
Oh,
freshman, sophomore
late,
year.
yeah.
Like you're ready to be wed. Just kidding.
Yeah, it's like kind of.
They
It's kind
are
of like showing
wearing-
cattle a little
They
bit.
are wearing actual wedding dresses.
I'm like, look at her. Look how she looks.
Yeah.
What do we think? Do they invite like random men in the town?
I don't think so. I think it's just like the friends and family of the debutantes.
They don't invite. They don't like put up flyers. Come see what we
Single
got.
men of the town.
New men of the town. New debutante on the market.
I don't think that's how it is. No. Yeah. Because they're typically escorted by men. Maybe
They're escorts.
No, they're escorted into the ballroom with
By who?
a man. I don't remember if it was like some of their dads or like if it was like a date. I don't really remember.
Debutante. What is a debutante ball? What is a debutante coming out party? There's a lot of terminology. Sometimes called a coming out party.
Yeah.
Is a formal ball that presents debutantes during the season.
You really need to watch Bridgerton. It will explain a lot of things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is they do this in the UK, and it's a symbol of upper class femininity. Oh, it's rich people stuff, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you didn't do it, but you have friends did. And then it says, see also cotillion,
Yeah.
which is a social dance. That's from a French country dance.
A French country dance, huh?
Yes, that's the history there.
Could you show me what you learned in cotillion dance-wise later?
I'm afraid not.
Oh, okay.
It would be very platonic. It was terrifying, dude. But it's good to be back. Get your tickets. TreyKinney.com/tour. We're coming to California in a couple weeks. Katie, what are you gonna be doing?
I'm going to be at home with Thomas.
Oh, I'm going to be in San Diego, Palm Springs, San Fran, Sacramento.
I was going to come to that one, but...
Yeah. It's too much. And then after that, you're coming. Katie will be there in a month. Very special. Leading up to July 4th weekend, Charlotte, Nashville, Atlanta.
Yes.
Very excited for that. Mm-hmm. Katie's from Atlanta. We're playing the Ryman in Nashville. All those are about to sell out. So come on. Thank y'all. Appreciate you guys. How long have we been going? I want to make sure.
15 minutes.
What do you think Jake's doing right now?
Let's call him.
3 p.m. Monday.
Honestly, they're probably like, doing some like sporty activity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Probably found a badminton net on the resort or something. Mm-hmm. Probably. What was our honeymoon? Would you call Italy our honeymoon?
No.
We kind of went. We were kind of 0 for 2 on honeymoons. We just never had one.
0 for 2.
0 for 2. 2020, we just like sat in a lake house, which I had a good time. Not really a honeymoon.
Yeah.
And then we went to St. Lucia, and I was violently ill. The sickest you've ever seen me be.
I mean, truly. Yeah.
And might ever see me. We just sat in a luxury resort room, and
didn't leave.
I only had bread.
We paid for our all inclusive, and I
more bread and water,
yeah,
please.
We were like,
on the house.
We just want more bread. Very suspicious, I'm sure, because this was like, prime COVID time. It was a whole ordeal. But yeah, I
let's say it didn't subside. You ever had the poops on a plane? It's just a cherry on top of a week from heck. Week from heck. That was for the sheltered kids.
It was really something.
Oh, Katie, do you like doing research on your doctors?
I sure do.
You really give them the up and down.
I do. I like to, I need to know where they went to elementary school.
Yeah. So it's a lot of work, right? I feel like it's tough to find doctors.
It is, yeah. And now they have doctors for Thomas. It's a lot of doctors.
But with ZocDoc, it's tricky. ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient reviewed, take your insurance, and are available when you need them, and treat almost every condition under the sun. We use ZocDoc to find great doctors near us. Because you quickly can look up, restaurants, sushi near you. Why not doctors? Millions of people use ZocDoc's free app to find and book a doctor in their neighborhood who fits their needs and their schedule just right. Listen, surprise twists might work for a good old movie, but not for medical care. With ZocDoc, there are no alarms, no surprises. You can just choose from thousands of patient review doctors and specialists, browse doctor profiles, upload and verify your insurance information, and get the care you need.
That sounds amazing. So go to ZocDoc.com/correct and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/correct. ZocDoc.com/correct.
Okay, get your tickets. Thank you. And then also make sure you subscribe, like, share these episodes. We're very excited for these guests, the bloggers. Hope you enjoyed last week. We have a very special guest this week. We have so many plans for new guests down the road. So let us know what you think on the Correct Opinions Instagram, YouTube comments. Let us know. So without further ado, today's guest is Krista Horton. Yes, Krista's crew. She is a big-time influencer, Instagram blogger, millions of followers, and she's doing it all. She's got a great, cute, adorable family. They just launched her own drink. Go to drinkhorn.com. It's like a canned rum and soda.
Oh, so fun.
Yum. So they're doing all over there. Krista, she's hilarious. We had a lot of fun chatting with her and learning about her. So please enjoy this interview with Krista Horton. Krista Horton, everybody.
Hey,
we got
Krista.
her on the podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Hello.
Thank you very, very much for joining. How you doing?
I am okay. I'm just freaking the freak out.
Krista's she's very nervous. I saw on your Insta story yesterday, you're like, guys, I'm going on Trey's podcast. I'm afraid that he will make fun of me too much. I don't know what to do.
We've been huge fans of yours for forever. Like, I had you do a cameo for Bryce a few years ago for his birthday. Yes. I'm telling you, like, Bryce, when I was getting ready, he's like, I am so jealous. And I'm like, sorry.
Awesome. We're good. Yeah, you're getting us going with our blogger series. What do you? Because we get this a lot too, right? Like, are we comedians? Are we influencers? Do people? Am I social media creator? What's like? Because some people get worked up. Like, what's the term for a girl like you? Because they're out there, you're killing it. What's the term?
I don't even know. I feel like when people ask, like, what do you do? And you're like, I'm in social media, but it's also like, I feel like nowadays most people know it as being influencers. And I feel like there's like a love-hate for that term. Because like, I'm so proud of what I do, but then at the same time, I feel like influencers get such a bad rap. And so it's sometimes you feel a little douchey saying influencer, but it is what it is. That's what it is.
I like to embrace
also,
it.
mommy blogger, I guess. But then there's like blogs, and people don't really go do blogs anymore like they used to. I don't know.
Yeah, is there a term that maybe you dislike the most? Like, for instance, I got recognized recently by a girl, and I was with a bunch of my friends, and she was like, "Hey, you're that guy. You're that TikToker," which is probably the least fun word to describe what I do. Do you have like a version of that where it's like, I mean, technically yes, but don't call me that?
Yeah, I feel like maybe that's influencer, but I also, like I said, I'm also proud of it. Like, I feel it was so dumb. Somebody was like, "Oh, you Bakersfield influencers," or something like that, and I was like, was that a compliment or an insult? I'm proud of what I do.
Yeah, you're that MILF mom I like to follow. Like, what?
Okay, that should be the new one.
That should be it. There you go. Yeah. Tag me.
That should be it. I've not heard that one in that sense yet.
Yeah, you said Bakersfield, so that's where you're at. Bakersfield, California.
Baco, California.
And is that an influencer hub?
You know, it should be.
What are you from there?
Over here.
Yeah.
Born and raised.
Cool.
Born and raised. I actually am very proud of it. I feel like it does get a bad rep, and maybe there's reasons it should. We have the worst quality, I think, in the United States or in the world, maybe.
So is it just like super smoggy?
The worst air quality? Yeah.
Yeah, we're just like, when you're driving from LA to us, you literally go down and you just see this smog, we're in the armpit.
It sounds
what
beautiful.
They call it. So it's just like, it all just comes straight down to us, and we get to breathe it all in, and everybody here has asthma and valley fever.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's where they like dump the dead bodies or something on the way out of LA.
So
it's bigger than you think. I feel like a lot of people think it's really small. It's actually bigger than you think. And it's very it's like a very small town feel in a bigger city. It's not big, but it's big.
So are there like benefits to living there, or is it mainly smog?
Cost of living?
Okay.
Yeah, it's way.
You know?
Yeah, it's government funded.
And the Mexican food. I would say cost of living and Mexican food, you will not beat Bakersfield Mexican.
There you go.
Food.
Yeah. You know,
it's hard.
We're in Kansas City, and so of course everyone that comes across me, it's like, what are you in LA, New York? And it's like people still wrapping their heads around like it's the internet. They have it everywhere. And do you know
right?
they have incredible Mexican here in Kansas City. People don't realize.
Do they?
They do. You don't think so?
No, I'm with you.
You go over to Kansas City, Kansas. You got 150 taco spots.
I think Mexican food is just so easy to find. I would never live somewhere based on the Mexican food.
There's not that much of it in America.
Okay, no, I am telling you. When we go on trips to places, like we just went to Florida for spring break, the Mexican food just ain't it there. I love Florida, but
what part of Florida?
That's one thing that they just don't have going on. We were in PCB.
30A vibes, yeah.
Well, I mean, 30A is like right next door. We've been there too, and we loved that too. We loved both, but they call PCB the Redneck Riviera. So there's like 30A, where it's like the bougie place, and then there's the redneck. And I'm like, we kind of fit right in between.
Okay, yeah, good for y'all. Most mommy bloggers, you assume like, what's this kind of bougie, da-da-da. It's like, we live in a slum. We vacation where teenagers do drugs. We are a family of the people.
We just love everything. We're just here for a good time.
That's awesome. Well, obviously congrats on your success. If you don't know Krista, huge following, Instagram specifically. She's got all the content, all the blog stuff, everything, blowing up the stories. It's a lot of fun. So how long have you been doing this? And what I'd love to ask any content creator, what was there one post that did it? Was it a slow build? So how long have you been doing it? And what was the thing that just turned this into like, wait, I think I got something here?
Yeah. So it's been almost 10 years because I kind of started when I had my first son, Boston, who's going to be 10 in September. So after I had him, it was kind of one of those things where you're just like, you know, my kid is so dang cute that I'm just going to post him all over the internet. But at the time we were living in Ventura, so it was a couple hours away from family. And so it was more just like, I was bored.
Is that like a homeless encampment? Or?
Like a drug capital?
No. Ventura is actually by the beach. It's a little bit better than Bakersfield in the sense of like the air is a little bit better and all that. But yeah, we didn't have like our whole group of friends and family around us. And so Bryce was working in the oil industry and I was home with Boston. And so I started posting pictures of him. And then I like just started seeing these small shops pop up because I was shopping for him nonstop like most moms do. And with boy stuff back 10 years ago, it was so hard to find like really cute boy stuff. It was they had all these cutesy girl things, but boy stuff, it was like, I don't know. It was just very boring. And so when I was on Instagram, I'm like, oh, all these little small shops are making cute stuff. So started shopping on there and then I would see they would have brand rep contests. So then Bryce would go to work, he'd come home, and I'd be like waiting by the door and be like, babe, will you take our picture real quick? And so he would take a picture of us like in an outfit or a twinning outfit or something that I found on Instagram. And I would tag the places and hope that they would notice us. And then little by little, we started doing the brand rep searches. So it's just like a competition. Whose baby's the cutest? Not really, but yeah. I think it's more whose pictures are the best. And at the time, it was like all of our phones sucked. You know, we would throw a Valencia filter on a picture and think it looked amazing. And so I would do that, and then I would get turned down so many times. I'd be like, it's fine. We'll just try again. And I mean, I think everybody knows 10 years ago, Instagram was not what it is now. Like it was very new.
Photos only.
Not a whole lot of people were on there. And the term influencer wasn't even around back then. Mm-hmm. And so what?
Oh,
sorry. Influenza was pretty big, but not influencer.
Yeah. Okay, is that where they got the term from?
Yeah, because it spreads. It can reach a lot of people quickly. So
yes, so true. Yeah. So we just kept entering into those, and little by little, we got picked up. And so that was kind of like the beginning of everything. But it was just I would get a free T-shirt here and there, maybe a free pair of baby moccasins, and I thought like it was the greatest thing in the whole world. Like I couldn't believe somebody would send me something for free, and so we just kept on posting and then got pregnant with my second kid, who is a little girl named Collie. She's 7 now. And then Bryce actually got laid off of his job. So we had to move back home, moved in with my parents. And I just kept on doing pregnant pictures out by their little brick wall on the side of their house almost every day that I could. And I feel like more and more people started emailing and reaching out to do stuff. And then a few months later, we moved into a rental house here, and that rental house had carpet in the bathroom. And me and Collie would take twinning pictures in that bathroom. And another great thing about Bakersfield. Yeah. And people started commenting like, is that carpet in your bathroom? And I did not think a thing of it. It was just like, this is normal for us. And so I was like, yeah, it is. And they're like, that's disgusting.
Yeah. The first thing I thought was,
everyone,
ew.
Yeah. And they started sharing, and they're like, follow this girl. They need help.
And then people would be like, wait, no. I think that's actually tile that just looks like carpet. Like nobody would actually have carpet in their bathroom. And I'm like, you guys, it's a rental house. There's nothing I can do about it right now. But there was not carpet next to the toilet. It was just like in the bath and the sink area, which I get it. Right, I know.
I prefer that.
But again, at the time, it was the only full-length mirror in that house. And I just thought our outfits were so cute. They needed a picture. And so from there, I swear that is like what just kind of took off. Like every mirror picture in that carpeted bathroom we did decently well compared to like others. And I was like, okay, this is so weird. Like they hate it, but they love it. I don't know what's going on.
That engagement, you know,
gets people talking.
Tips and tricks.
Yeah.
Wow. So very much a slow build, just slowly years and years. Good for you.
And I loved it so much, and I still love it to this day. Like there's never been a moment where I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I don't know. I have truly loved it, and I still do.
That's awesome.
It's a wild world, but it's fun.
Yeah. Okay. So it kind of got going with your firstborn, and then you kept going with your second. Like, did you always know you wanted more than one kid, or when you saw the opportunity, you're like, we need to get him pregnant again for the content?
No. That's the one thing. That's the one thing we always say, because there are people that do that kind of stuff.
Really?
Oh my gosh, I feel like there are actually people that will do that kind of stuff. But no, we have always like worked Instagram into our lives instead of working our lives into Instagram, if that makes sense. Like we don't do things just for the gram, even though like it's fun to show what you're doing, but I would never like go do something specifically just so it would benefit us on here. Because then I feel like that's when you lose your authenticity. That's when people can kind of see right through it.
Right.
Maybe they can't. I don't know. There's so many crazy people nowadays that you just don't know what they're doing it for. But no, I always knew I come from 3. Bryce comes from 4. I just knew we wanted 3. But we have a big gap in between. We had Boston, who's 9, Collie, who's 7, and then Campbell is 2. And that big gap was because my sister struggles with infertility. And so I was trying to be a surrogate for her. And I really did not want to have my 3rd kid that I knew I wanted. I knew I was going to have a 3rd kid regardless. But I just didn't want to have another one until she had her first.
Wow.
So were you a surrogate for her?
I tried, and I got pregnant with their baby, but then we had a miscarriage. But the crazy thing is she actually got pregnant right before we did the implantation. So like we had already gone through the whole process. I mean, it takes months and months from the time you start it, because you have to go through all the testing, and then I'd have a surgery done on my uterus to get something off of there just to make sure that the implantation would go through as well as it could. So we did that, and then right before we were about to do the implantation, she called me, and I was the first person she called. She was like, I'm pregnant. And I was like, I was so excited. She's like, no, I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. And I was like, well, you just tell me, like, I'm down for whatever. And she had so many miscarriages at that point that she's like, I still want you to go through it. We've already spent all this money. Like, let's just do it and see what happens. And the worst thing that could happen is she gets 2 babies or multiple babies out of it, which she loves babies. She's like, it's me and 2 other sisters. And out of all of us, she is like the baby whisperer. She's always loved kids. And so we're like, yeah, if she has 5 kids at once, she would be the one that like strives and succeeds with it. And so we still went through with it. And I think it all worked out I want to say it all worked out for a reason, because she still got to get her little baby on her own. And I think that was probably the most rewarding thing ever, is that she actually got to do it herself.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
That is wild. So there was,
wild.
yeah, I mean, that's like you said, everything happens for a reason. I know so many couples do stuff like that. It's hard. We were very lucky with our first. Like, you were both pregnant at the same time, almost a little bit.
Yeah, no, we definitely were. Yeah. Whenever I got pregnant with hers, like they called, they're like, the transfer was successful. You're pregnant, and we did like a whole post, like so excited for it. And then within a few days, because they make you go and do more blood tests. And then like the next blood, I hear the baby crying. They're fussing. So cute. I love that. But yeah, each day that I went and did the blood, it like kept going down. And I swear I took it way harder than she did, because I think she had been through it. So she was almost a little numb to it, or used to it maybe. That she was like, it's okay. And I'm like, no, it's not. I failed you. Like, I didn't know what the heck happened, but I mean, we have Brexy now, who's 3, and he's the greatest thing ever. So
good.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It was still a happy story in the end.
You know what surrogate is, Jake? Jake barely knows how real pregnancy works, so I just want to make sure he...
Yeah, that's learning a lot. I'm taking a lot of notes over here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you think it. I mean, for some people, like us too, for our first two. With Collie, our second, we were not technically trying. So it can happen like that. Or then after I had the miscarriage with her, we ended up getting pregnant, and I miscarried our own too. And I don't know if it was like going through all the hormones, like whoever knows what the real answer is sometimes. But then we waited a while, and then we tried again and got pregnant with Cam.
Wow.
What's that?
That's the sound of another sale on Shopify. Oh. And the moment another business dream becomes a reality.
Oh. Reality?
You're not dreaming.
Wow.
Pinch me. You're not. I use Shopify to sell my merch. You help me. You help me design some merch. People love it.
Yeah.
We use Shopify for my store, so many things. And Shopify is the commerce platform revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide, whether you're selling, candles or baby booger suckers.
Yeah.
Shopify simplifies selling online and in person so you can focus on successfully growing your business. Shopify covers every sales channel, from an in-person POS system to an all-in-one e-commerce platform. You can even sell across social media platforms. And thanks to 24/7 help and extensive business course library, Shopify is there to support your success every step of the way. Shopify is so easy to set up, so easy to use. It powers our merch store. We love it. Get your Correct Opinions merch. So we have an offer for you guys.
Sign up for $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/correctopinions, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/correctopinions to take your business to the next level today. Shopify.com/correctopinions.
Man, Katie, you are slow, and I hate waiting on you. So I don't like the waiting game. And no one likes the waiting game, right? Especially when you're hiring. That's why you need Indeed. Mm-hmm. Indeed is the hiring platform where you can attract, interview, and hire all in one place. Instead of spending hours on multiple job sites searching for candidates with the right skills, Indeed's a powerful hiring platform that can help you do it all. They streamline hiring with powerful tools that help you find matched candidates. With Instant Match, over 80% of employers get quality candidates whose resume on Indeed matches their job description the moment they sponsor a job, according to Indeed Data US. One of the things I love about Indeed is that they make hiring all in one place so easy, because they have candidates that you invite to apply that are 3 times more likely to apply to your job than candidates who only see it in search. Ooh, isn't that cool? So they have so many different tools. We've hired new people. Indeed's helped us do that. They're amazing. Join more than 3 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. Katie, tell them the offer.
First of all, put that you're fast if you apply for a job with Trey. And start hiring now with the $75 sponsored job credit to upgrade your job post at Indeed.com/Trey. Offer good for a limited time. Claim your $75 credit now at Indeed.com/Trey. Just go to Indeed.com/Trey and support the show by saying you heard about it on the podcast. Indeed.com/Trey. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire?
You need Indeed. So... yeah, you're obviously, an open book and sharing all this, and thank you. And I'm sure you've shared it with all your followers. Like I've been making content for like a decade too. Back before influencers was a thing. I was a Viner. So you were around those Vine days. You were on Instagram. I was Vine famous.
I think that's where Bryce first started to know who you were from, because he was on. I never was a part of Vine or knew what really Vine was, but Bryce did, and he was like. He was swearing he's known you for forever.
Okay, well, you gotta tell him hey for me. Yeah, I'll have to say what's up.
I will.
But how do you all determine what you share and don't share online? Because especially since I've gotten married and now I have a child, it's always like, everyone's got their kind of limit of what they keep to themselves, what they share. How do y'all determine what you do, or are you guys we're open book?
For the most part, what you see is what you get. We pretty much share it all. I think as the years have gone on, I just feel like the whole world has kind of changed with social media, where back then, anybody who knows me knows I have word vomit. I literally will say anything you ask me, I'll tell. Bryce is a little more private in that sense. And so obviously I respect anything he doesn't want me sharing about him or about us. And I I just feel like, too, people these days are so judgmental on things that it makes you second guess everything you share now. And I hate that because I would say when I started 10 years ago, there was no stories or anything. So it was a little bit harder to like share everything. And I feel like captions back then were just like, live, laugh, love. You didn't really like share a whole lot in captions and stuff back then. So now with stories, you can share a whole lot more. But I don't think there's like I don't think there's like a certain, like, we will share this, we won't share that. It's just kind of like, I don't know, yesterday, our little 2-year-old was like wearing a pair of Chones. And he was like dancing all around. And now I'm going to share it on here. I didn't share it on Instagram. Now I'm going to share it on here.
Ooh, exclusive.
Yeah. But my daughter was like, look at his balls. And I'm like,
that's funny. Yeah.
You know, maybe I'm going to save that for us. Now I'm saving it for you.
Yeah,
but it's little things like that where I'm just like, do I really want to hear the backlash of what people are going to have to say? I don't know. For the most part, I'll still share most everything. But little things like that, I'm just like, you know, I don't know if I'm in the mood to take the message.
That's a good way to put it. Like, I share unless I don't want you trying me today. Like, what do you got? You let your daughter see your son's balls and talk about.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you deal with a ton.
Maybe we could.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, Jake.
I was going to say,
you got this.
Maybe we could run you through some sample scenarios of things that could happen in your family, and then you tell us if you would put them on Instagram or not.
Okay. Yes, I like this.
Do you have any dogs?
Yeah, we have one dog. She's sitting right here next to me.
Okay. Hey, dog. Let's say your dog pooped on your oldest son's face, and he is really embarrassed about it, but it's really funny. Does that go on Instagram?
I would say I would take my kid's side and say no. But he probably wouldn't be embarrassed. I think he would like laugh.
He loves that stuff.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, it's funny you say that. It's one of our most viral videos.
Yeah, no, I feel like I can kind of gauge now that they're getting older. I can gauge what they would kind of be okay with. Or a lot of times I'll just straight up ask them, like, can I post this? And they'll tell me yes or no. And I take their opinion on that.
Oh, really? Okay. Because you said you have a 10-year-old, 7'2".
9'7"
9'7"
Yeah, the 2-year-old just tells me exactly what to post all the time.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, got a whole team of people.
Yeah.
Right?
Thumbnails doesn't work. Better engagement.
Longer caption, mommy.
Right? Yeah, no, I feel like the 9-year-old boy, he's kind of in his own little world now where he's on FaceTime with his friends a lot playing video games, or he's like outside on the trampoline or playing sports. So I would say he's probably the one that's the least amount in stuff anymore. And then my 7-year-old girl, she's like connected to my hip, always by my side, always she has FOMO over everything. She wants to be a part of it all. So she's in a lot of it. And then my 2-year-old, obviously, he's going to be right next to my side most of the time too. So I feel like them two get it more. And then I'm sure my 7-year-old daughter, I don't know though, that girl loves TikTok. She is like, she'll sit, I let her like do little videos. She doesn't get to like post them to a public account, but she loves looking up.
You got to train her first. Don't want her to embarrass the brand.
Yeah. When you're ready.
It has
You're not
to
ready
be
yet.
professional.
Yeah. Like, does your children ever like request to post up? You're like, Mom, I just got Victor Royale. You got to post this clip. I just.
Like my son, he's into YouTube and stuff and loves Mr. Beast and loves all that stuff. And he's into Akato, and somebody sent him some Akatos, and he was just like, Mom, you got to post this. And he was just like thanking them, so excited for it. And then he's gotten like Mr. Beast chocolates, and he's like, Mom, I'm going to go make a YouTube video of this. I'm like, okay, you go do that. We don't do
good luck
YouTube,
doing mommy's numbers, buddy. Knock yourself out.
But I do feel like they're like finally starting to kind of understand it all because of other people they know of. I guess.
Right. And does any of your children, I don't know how old you do this yet, do they have Instagram and they like follow what you're doing, or do they not really see what you post? They don't have Instagram yet.
Yeah, no, they know.
It's probably, what age are you going to allow that to happen?
I don't know.
It's tough, right?
I really, really don't know. I think it'll have to be a lot older. I like most people are going to be like, not till they're 18, but is that realistic? Probably not. But she does. My daughter will ask. And I'm like, no. Like, I let her get the TikTok that's completely private that nobody can see. But other than that, no. I'm not ready for that. And I definitely know she's not old enough for that.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Let's get to, okay, we're going to keep getting to know you. We've been going all through your Instagram because that's obviously Instagram's your thing. Are you on any other stuff real intently? I obviously see you are kind of, but it's really Instagram, right?
Yeah, I feel like that's just where like my whole community is.
Definitely.
I like to, like, we call it Krista's crew, and it's just like, that's where the people that I don't know, I just feel like I've invested my time and they've invested their time in me. So that's where I like to focus all my time. And it is the most fun for me. I've like, TikTok is cool and I like to sit there and scroll, but then I'll put it away and like not get on it for another week or two. It's not something I like really think about as often as I think about Instagram. And then I feel like Facebook has kind of, I don't know.
Hey, watch it. Hey, some influencers
still post like all the time on Facebook.
Some of us are thinking Facebook's really cool, and there's still people.
I know it's still popping for some. I feel like I'll do like where it posts to Instagram too, just for like any of my friends and family that aren't on Instagram, so that they can maybe keep up with what we're doing or whatever. Not that they probably care, but in case they do, we have it going over there too. But I just never get on Facebook to check.
Krista's crew. Man, we got to join Krista's.
How
long have y'all been Krista's crew? How long's that?
Well, did you see the new thing that came out on Instagram not too long ago? It's the channels.
Yeah, I did. I haven't really delved into that yet, but that's
busy on
that is where
Facebook.
Krista's crew.
You know, I don't know. It's kind of I don't know if I fully get it yet, because the thing that sucks is like I can post stuff to there, but then like people can't say anything back, so you kind of feel like you're talking. You're just like a one-way talking, and I don't really like that. I'm like, they can't respond to me. They can like vote on stuff. I don't know. I'm still trying to see if it's gonna like be cool or not. I can't tell, but yeah, I don't know. We just like came up with the term Krista's crew. We spell everything with a K just because that's what my name is spelled with.
What do we call my friend? Trey Diaz? Probably be cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Krista Clear. You ever thought of that? That could be cool. Little Bakersfield. Krista Meth.
Krista Meth.
Guys, we're having fun this weekend.
Yeah, that's fun.
Talking with a coffee brand or something. Okay, so you're obviously everywhere. Instagram's the thing. Krista's crew. I'm officially in. Get me in the channel if that ever happens. And you be in my channel too. We're looking through the Instagram. Obviously, you said you share it all. You got a very cute family. And so we had some questions just based off the Instagram. We were diving through.
Yeah.
Okay, you go first.
Well, one of my first questions from Instagram, you have, I think, answered it now. But when I first saw your Instagram, I was very confused at, you've got a few names in your Instagram bio, and I didn't know. So it was like Bryce, Boss, Collie, Camp, Bougie. And I didn't know which ones were humans and which ones were animals, or like which ones are just a summer camp.
They're all humans.
They're all humans. Bougie is a human?
How old is Bougie?
Oh, it is a human. And Bryce got that dog in him, I bet. Let's go, Bryce.
3 kids.
That's great. So, Bougie is the dog.
Bougie is the dog.
That's a great
And
dog
they all have nicknames. So it's Boston, Collins, and Campbell.
Boston, Collins, and Campbell, and you call them Camp.
Collie, and Boss.
Collie and Boss. Okay. Got them all shortened up. Let's go.
What's Bougie's full name?
Bougie Boo.
Of course.
I
figured there was more.
There was a full name.
Surely it's not just Bougie.
Couldn't be.
Okay, great. Now I see, obviously, you're a very busy woman. Got the big, I know how that works. You got a lot going on. Do you have any employees or people, like, what's the kind of the Krista team look like?
I've got Samager, who we all know and love. She is literally like the best thing that's ever happened to me. I started using her as my manager a few years ago. I started using her.
I took advantage of her a while back.
Yeah, basically. She had emailed me a couple times, actually. I never thought I would want a manager, ever. she had emailed me a couple times and I ignored them. I just straight read it, ignored it, and I was like, no, I don't want a manager. And then another girl had, one of my friends on Instagram had texted me and was like, hey, I just signed with this management company. I have the best manager, Sam. She's amazing. And I was like, oh, that's funny. She's emailed me a couple times. And she's like, I promise you just like have to talk to them. My whole life has changed for the better with them. And so I was like, okay, I guess it wouldn't hurt to talk to them. So I did and was like, okay, I'll try this out and see. I feel like because when I started Instagram too, I never started Instagram to make it a business, to make $1 from it.
You just wanted free moccasins.
I just wanted free moccasins. And so I don't know. I felt like it's very personal to me. I still look at it as very personal. Yes, it has become a business, but it's still very personal to me, where I want it to be what I want it to be. I don't want anybody else having say over what it should or shouldn't be. But the more I got to know her and work with her, that's all she was a support system for me. And now she is literally one of my best friends. I said, if I was to get married again, not that I'm planning
Go on. So she's already planning a backup wedding.
Yeah. If we were to have another wedding, she would for sure be one of my bridesmaids. Like, we are so close now. And now because she used to manage other people too. And within the last year or so, I pulled her away from that. She was in agreement. Yeah. She was in agreement to all this.
She's playing my secret second marriage.
I made her quit all of her other jobs.
No. Yeah. So she's full time with you, and so you're really kind of a 2-man team.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's me, her, and Bryce that just pretty much run everything. And then we have Courtney, who she lives here. I've been friends with her for forever. She also does my makeup. She's a makeup artist here in Bakersfield, and so she'll help us out with some stuff too now.
She uses like
ash in the sky as like kind of a smoky cat look.
Yeah, very natural.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I was gonna do. So which of the three of you are the ones who hunt down the dozens of matching family outfits you find? Because that is an amazing.
That's a full-time job.
Me.
That's you. That's all you. It's darling. It's amazing.
Yeah. No, it's my favorite thing to do. I would say we probably don't do it as much as we used to, but it is still one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah,
Trey and I were kind of scrolling your Instagram. We saw a lot of matching outfits. One picture that I'd like to hear you talk about. Well, I'll show it to Trey first. What do you think about that?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh. Our washer and dryer ad?
Yes. How did you know? That's exactly what it was. How did you know?
They're like, listen, you better sell these washers and dryers.
You
washer
posted
and dryer,
thousands of
but
times.
make it sexual.
I told you we had that dog in him.
Yeah.
She does got a dog in the house.
What's so funny is that Maytag actually reached out to us and they asked if we would do the same picture. And
you guys should recreate
they
didn't
they
agree
asked
on
us to wait till June, so we're ready.
yeah, we've taken it.
Oh, that's funny. You immediately knew. Well, how'd you know?
I can't believe you knew.
No, I saw him show you.
Oh. Derek, you're setting us up. Our video guy.
That's amazing.
Look like idiots.
Oh.
No, honestly, whenever I was like so nervous for this, and I'm like, what the heck are they going to ask me? I was like, should I go delete all of my Instagram posts right now? Change every caption, delete them all.
That was fun. What's the story behind that one, though?
I'm trying to think back, like, how did we even think of doing that? I have no idea. We actually had those washer and dryers already, and then Maytag had reached out. I don't think they even knew we had that kind of washer and dryer. And they had reached out, and I was like, oh, well, this is kind of perfect because that's what we have, so let's do it. And so my girlfriend, who's our photographer here, I guess we all just kind of were like, let's just, make this super hot and steamy in the laundry room.
That's
and
awesome.
that is so not us, but there we are.
Expanding.
Yeah, it definitely got my attention on the feed because I was like, whoa, why is Bryce shirtless all of a sudden? I haven't seen this before. And then I click on it, and I was like, oh. Because he got paid to. No,
right?
He will.
I mean, have you seen Bryce's page, though? Because Bryce doesn't get paid for a lot of his stuff, but he's also shirtless and, like, pantless and...
Good for him.
No wonder he's not getting paid.
It looks good.
No.
It looks good. Okay, I found...
He does not do it in a way where he's like, oh, look at my body. He just does it.
Yeah, he doesn't do it in a recurring subscription-based payment way.
No, OnlyFans.
Okay, I found an old post here I want to talk about. I've teased this old bit a while back. I'm sure you've seen it, but tell us about this. I scrolled a ways back. Is this your first one, or is this your oldest daughter?
You can't see it.
I can't see.
Oh.
Well, and I only have one daughter, so.
So maybe pay attention. I got it. Hit me here. Look at that.
Oh, in the pumpkin.
Yes.
In the pumpkin.
That's adorable.
That was Collie, right? That was a girl. I can't see that close up. I'm pretty sure that was Collie's picture.
It's got a bow on, so that's how you do it, right?
Yeah,
I've learned this.
Okay.
Parents with babies, all the babies look the same.
If it's a girl,
put a bow
it's a
on.
bow.
That's why they do
Really?
that. That's why they do that.
Huh.
She's got looks like you cut out holes, and she got her legs through the pumpkin. She looks mildly
I feel
concerned.
like you guys better do that this year with your baby, because who doesn't put their baby in a pumpkin when it's Halloween?
That's what I'm saying. Every holiday, I find people find different ways to put babies in different containers.
They
Yeah.
do.
And it's amazing. Man.
Inside of like a
One
hollow
of the best
turkey.
parts
Cauldron.
about being a
Yeah.
parent.
And I can see how that'd be cute.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Krista, before our interview today, I saw that I had like 30 some friends who follow you on Instagram. So I was like, oh, that's kind of fun.
Gosh, that's so cool.
So I reached out to a few of them. I was like, I want to see like what, maybe if they have any questions, anything I need to ask you. First person I reached out to, she's hilarious, good friend of mine. I was like, oh, I can't wait to see what question she has for Krista. It's just like, hey, I saw you follow Krista Horton. What should I ask her? And she's like, you want me to be honest? I was like, yes, so honest. She said, I don't know who that is.
But she follows her?
She follows her.
Good for you.
And so I was like,
I don't know who that is.
So little slice of humble pie to start off. But no, I was like, what in the world? She was like, I think I followed her from some giveaway back in the day. So if nothing else, keep doing the
that
giveaways.
That makes sense.
Because they're working.
That's one of my favorite things to do. I do a giveaway every single day. I do a 500 slider bar of the day every single day.
Oh, okay, that's
I
what
saw
that is.
on your story. I was
Because I've
like,
been following you.
yeah,
Like, okay,
I got to
that's
start
cool.
sliding.
Well,
so
how
yeah.
did you guys even find me?
So,
is what I
okay,
wanted to
you
know.
little humble pie. We got to, the amount of pie. I literally yesterday, I was walking down the street and a guy goes, oh, dude, Tyler Kennedy? And I was like, close. So it's
So
good.
close.
No, I hit up, I follow a couple, because I've crossed paths with a couple bloggers, mommy bloggers, however we call them,
Mommy
Danny
bloggers.
Austin, some of these. And I was like, man, I want to get guests on Correct Opinions. I want to get great guests. I want to get people that I think, will have great overlap with our audiences and stuff. And I was like, the blogger girls are the best. So I hit up Katie and hit my wife and her friends, and they screamed at me a few names. Krista Horton was definitely one of them.
Okay.
So I saw you were following me, followed along for a while, and then I hit you up, and you were like, and now we're here.
No,
So you're doing something right, 'cause a lot of,
freaked out when I
good.
saw your DM.
Well, you're that's what I love about meeting a lot of y'all, because obviously I'm poking fun at y'all, but you're such a good sport that you're even willing to come on here and let us
I think
mess
it's
with
the
you.
best thing ever. It's like, well, if you can't like laugh at that kind of stuff, what can you laugh at?
Absolutely. So
What kind of fun are you?
yeah, but you are killing it, because I know from years of trying to grow following, it's definitely not an easy thing to do. So congrats to you, and you're not just posting on Instagram. You're doing way more than that, and I think from what I hear, you're launching a whole brand. Like, tell us about all that.
Yes, so I have been drinking Malibu and Diet since before I should
Now,
have been
could
drinking.
explain that to maybe some of our more sheltered listeners, or maybe someone here who.
Let's say you went to like a private Christian college, weren't allowed to drink,
Yeah.
don't really know what the S word is.
Okay,
What
Really
yep.
spell it out. Yeah.
So my dad actually drank Malibu. It's coconut rum and Diet
You would
Pepsi.
love it, Jake. It's a real sweet treat.
Oh, fun.
It's
I love aspartame.
delicious. Yes. They say Diet gets you tipsy faster than regular.
Oh, really?
I don't know why, but
What does
that's what they
tipsy
say.
mean?
TikTok told us that. TikTok
Oh,
told
okay.
Okay, Malibu. So Malibu and Diet Coke. That's your
So
jam.
I've been drinking that for forever, like ever. And so
Got
people
it.
just started calling it a Krista Horton. They'd post a story or whatever on Instagram, be like drinking a Krista Horton. And it just kind of kept growing. It has been my dream forever to make like a Malibu and Diet in a can for years and years and years. For the last a little over a year, me, Sam, and Bryce have been making our own. So Horton Rum Cocktail in a Can is coming out. Well, I don't know when this is airing, but it's coming out very soon.
Well, what is it? Yeah, it's coming out May 5th, right?
May 5th, yeah. So May 5th is a Fiesta Friday. And Fiesta Friday, we made Fiesta Friday a thing a couple years ago too, because all of us, our family and close group of friends that we have here, we get together every Friday at our favorite Mexican restaurant down the street, and we just celebrate life. And so the fact that May 5th fell on a Fiesta Friday when the drink was about to launch was like
no
the
brainer.
Most.
And it's called, and it's in a can, and it's called Horton Rum.
Horton Rum. So there'll be the diet with coconut rum. Well, Horton Rum, but it's coconut rum. So there'll be the diet with that, and then there'll be pineapple with that, and then lime with that, and then eventually we'll have like our own bottle of Horton Rum, and then like more flavors from there. But
eventually,
the first launch is
Malibu
those
will
flavors.
go under.
Yes,
eventually.
You know,
yes. People won't go on vacation to Malibu; they'll go on vacation to Bakersfield.
Yes,
exactly.
It's gonna hurt the brand of Malibu everywhere.
That is so cool. And then where can people get it? Like, what's
So it'll be able to purchase online. The hard thing about alcohol is because it's a hard alcohol. It's not just like a beer or wine. You can't just sell it online. You have to go through a distributor. You'll be able to buy it on my website, the Horton Rum website. And then, our goal is to get it in every grocery store, convenience store, restaurant
That's
that
awesome.
we possibly can.
We'd love to show you some love and support you. So
no, we'll send you guys some for sure. I'm
That's
so
really
excited
cool.
for it. We made sure we perfect. I'm super picky. I'm like a really picky person when it comes to flavors and trying stuff. So I made sure that it was the best it possibly could be.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Very well
That's
done.
great. Yeah. I feel like
Thank
all my
you.
friends who I reached out to about you, that's very consistently. They said two things, like Malibu Diet, and she is like the most authentic like influencer that I follow.
Oh my gosh,
so
thank you.
yeah.
That's my favorite thing I could ever hear, because I feel like now I get to meet so many people, and how weird would that be if I met them and they're like, she's nothing like Trey.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to meet your fans if you were completely different than you were online.
Well, and I feel like some people don't. Like, we just had a Fiesta Friday in Orange County last weekend, and so many people were like, I'm sorry if I'm bugging. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, one, why would I be here if you were going to bug me? And two, can you imagine if I was like, yeah, you're really like inconveniencing me right now.
Yeah. I know. That's great though, because people come
so
up to us, and it's the best. It's really nice, unless
It
they're
really
weird.
is. I feel like when you do stuff like that, like you truly love people. Like you thrive off of the people interaction.
That's a great point. Because I think sometimes too, I'm like, man, thank goodness I like people, because I really like when people say, hey, I like to meet people.
Right?
But I guess it'd be hard to do this for a living if you were like, oh, these people keep interacting with me.
Yeah.
It's kind of the name of the game.
No, I had one question for you guys if I could ask.
Yeah.
But I was curious too, because what is your favorite thing to do? Like, is it making the videos on Instagram? Is it your podcast? Is it your shows that you do? Which we have to come to one of those.
Yeah, I was going to say, should we come to Bakersfield?
I think we do. People do come to Bakersfield at the Fox Theater. They have shows.
I'm literally going to tell my agent, because we're definitely...
You need to.
Because as you can imagine, I sell a little bit better out in the suburbs than I do. Like I sold better in Riverside than I did downtown LA. You know what I mean?
Okay, yes.
That's the vibe. So I feel like Bakersfield.
Do it
that's
on
like
a Fiesta Friday, and we will make a huge party out of it.
Oh,
that
whoa.
would be so
What if
cool.
Horton Rum was like, we had a Horton Rum?
Yes.
Oh, I'm seeing where Bakersfield is. Yeah, that's an area that kind of makes sense. I'm going to literally look into that. But I'll go first. I'm already talking. I think it's definitely grown to be the live shows for me. So I think videos were so fun, and at some point, just with anything, you want something new and exciting. And I love the podcast too, but getting out on stage, and it wasn't initially that, because it was so scary and terrifying, but I've gotten enough confidence that I'm like, I can't wait where our tours start. By the time people listen to this, the tour's going on. We're drinking Horton Rums on the road, and we're meeting fans.
Getting loco.
You agree, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, there's no amount of likes or views that can give you what a live audience gives you.
Exactly.
It's pretty fun. But I think podcasting is also up there too. I'd say podcasting is right up there with Instagram as far as like community builders.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
Instagram's for sure the best app, I think, to build a community and, you know, with Instagram stories and everything. But podcasting is right up there too with like these people who listen really feel like they know us because we're being ourselves on here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, and I know, and I feel like you can maybe like, I don't know, I feel like you just, since you can talk longer, you can like go into detail about so much more stuff through a podcast than.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Krista, thank you. Well, not to take up too much of your time. You're awesome. Best of luck with everything. Y'all get your Horton rum. Go check her out. Go follow her on Instagram. Tell your fam hi, and we'll hopefully we'll see you on the road.
Thank you guys so much. This was so much fun. I can't wait to see you guys in person one day.
Deal.
Can't wait.
See you, Krista.
Bye, you guys. Thank you.
Okay, let's do some segment time. It's been too long. Let's dive into a little. Katie, what do you got?
You know, recently, with Thomas in the car, I have gotten really triggered by bad drivers. Enough so that I have been honking my horn. Which is really saying something.
Yeah, the people pleasers out there know. That's equivalent to like us non-people pleasers. I mean, yelling a slur or something.
It really is.
Really
I mean,
bad. Yeah, it's bad.
Never honked my horn before. Almost ever. Yeah.
What made you honk?
I think it compiles with like there have been a couple times where like, you know, he's crying in the back or something, and then the crazy driver
So he's
happens.
taking you off.
No, it's more of just like I'm already kind of heightened of like, you know.
He's just screaming and you're just matching his energy?
I'm just like, be quiet. No, never. But I think I'm just already like a little tense because of it. And yeah, this weekend, this car, I mean, just almost merged on top of us. And so then I just like laid on my horn. Like, I have a baby in here.
Yeah, do you need one of the bumper stickers?
Baby on
up,
board.
Baby up in this. You ever seen those?
I have not seen that one.
You haven't?
No.
They're ridiculous. Baby on board sticker?
I don't leave the home, so I don't see much. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe baby on board, and there's like a front sticker that says unhinged mother driving.
Yeah.
So when they pull to red lights and see you, and they go, I understand.
So that's been my it's road rage like I've never felt before, but like out of like I must protect my child.
Oh wow, well it's that motherly protection.
Mama bear's coming out.
Uh-oh.
That happened to me. I was given the task of driving you guys around in Seattle, and I took it very serious. Trey even offered, "Hey,
let me be clear. Derek also being a people pleaser. He wasn't given the task. I said, Derek, let me drive. You don't have to. He's like, no, I'd love to.
Yeah, please.
So he happily grabbed the task, which I was like, thank you.
Yeah, you even offered to drive, and so that would have made me feel even worse if something happened. But on our way from Tacoma to Seattle, a semi truck just decided to move over. I was in the middle lane. It was on the right lane, and I laid on the horn. And I immediately said, "Sorry, guys." Looked back at Katie and, "I'm so sorry. I know Thomas is in here." Yeah. So people pleaser.
That
was good. I wasn't really paying attention. I just heard honking at something, and I didn't think much of it. I was like, he's got it. But it was pretty funny. To be nearly run off the road by a semi and just start screaming sorry to everyone around you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm like, it's not your fault. Yeah, but I get that though.
I'll tell you what has me triggered. I had the last show of the weekend. All the crowds were really, really great. I mean, I feel like unusually fun. I don't know if it's just summer. We're in Florida. Everyone's feeling the energy, but they were a lot of fun. And Tampa, the show was at a casino. So, it stands to reason that maybe people, they were there, they were poolside, they were gambling, having drinks, maybe having a day. So felt like the crowd was particularly loose. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And sometimes you get them where they're so loose that you've been around people who drink too much. They're just annoying, and they're just shout. They're just saying things. They're just like having a conversation with me as I perform. There's people in the front row. Shout out to, I don't know if they listen to the pod, but they were there. They were front row. They were having a blast, but I think they just had too much. They just didn't even know. And when I had 5 or 10 minutes left of my show, they got up, and the guy literally kind of comes up. I mean, they're right on top of the stage, the front row. And he just walks up, this is the front of the stage. He's like, hey, great show, buddy. Great show.
You were
I'm
still
in the middle.
performing?
I'm like, yeah, right. So I go to Katie. The guy's like, hey, Hey, we loved it, man. We loved it. As he's walking off. I'm sure people hear it. I'm just trying to go ahead.
So you didn't acknowledge it?
No, because I'd acknowledged a few of them. I'm like, well, if I keep acknowledging them, I'd be up here for hours.
That's.
Tell you what, too, Florida. We'll have to post a clip later. Florida. I don't know. Florida, you talk about some Republican energy. Each of us made like a subtle joke about something. It was the most. Whenever you make a joke about, I'll make a joke about how like, it's crazy when I've seen you have a kid, and it's like I don't understand how women want to do this multiple times. It looks so painful. Like, thank goodness women can do this. Sometimes 1 out of every 10 shows, the women will kind of be like, yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm like, okay, easy. It's like I made some quick little comment about something popped up when I was doing crowd work about, like, I didn't think anything down here was blue. I guess there's like enough males in there. Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh. Take it easy.
Patriots.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe they were in the new Under Armour Freedom line. But yeah. Don't try to talk to me while I'm on stage. That'd be great. But I appreciate the support. I had Derek's sister came to the show.
Yeah.
I feel like I've missed that detail. She lives in Florida?
Yep, Tampa. And yeah, I was texting her back and forth, making sure, they were having fun and kind of giving them the inside scoop of the show.
Ooh, nice.
And I'm in Kansas City, kind of holding the fort down. And I'll be honest, I was kind of missing you and Jake.
Wow.
I was a little jealous that she got to hang out with you guys. And so I'm going to preface this by saying that recording video during a comedy show is never allowed, but I wanted to make sure the Tampa show was treating my boys well.
Oh.
So she sent me something during, if you haven't been to one of Trey's shows, he does a musical number.
Oh, excited for this.
And
you got some insider scoop here.
The crowd went nuts.
Oh. I forgot this happened. That's the guy who left early right there.
Wow. Did you do some crowd surfing, it looks like?
Just for a second.
For a second.
I just know you were at home with Thomas, and I don't want to rub. I was just having a really good time. I want to rub it in.
Yeah.
I want to be like, babe, I also crowd surf.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. All the moms, they got a handful.
I'm sure
I didn't want to say that.
I'm sure they did.
Did your sister meet Jake too?
Yeah, she met her after the show, and I was like, "Oh, I promise he's coming out." And she's like, "I feel awkward just standing here waiting for him," because her family was there too and stuff like that. But
okay,
that's funny.
No, it was cool.
Yeah, I'm glad she made it. It's good to see her.
She said she did open up meeting you with a very awkward joke that just did not hit. Do you remember it?
What was it?
It was like long time no see or something. like that.
Yeah, I just still don't
know what
get
she
it.
was going for with that.
Yeah, I still don't get it, if I'm being honest. But and so now that we're doing touring again, you'll have like repeat fans and repeat like people who come to the VIPs. And I feel bad, but it's like, how am I? Sometimes I'll remember. When I've had some when they start coming to 2, 3, 4, I'm like, hey. But I'll have some will come up and be like, what, you don't remember me? Like, I'm trying. I don't. So I just kind of went with it like, oh, hey, just like, I guess this is someone I should know, or maybe I've met before.
Nice.
You think they bought it?
And then she's like, I'm Derek's sister. And then she looks like Derek, but a girl.
Oh, really?
So then it made sense to me. Yeah.
Wow.
I knew she wasn't lying. Yeah, the fans don't know what that looks like. They never will. But she looked like Derek. And her and her husband were there. They're married.
Yeah, he's wearing a banana shirt that he was very proud of.
Yes, they were just living the Florida life. I met some fellow Oklahoma State Cowboys in the VIP.
Oh. Fun.
Go Pokes. There was a 75-year-old woman in the VIP.
Wow.
I'm Donna. Oh, you are adorable. I might be the oldest lady here.
That's so cute.
She talked like Morgan Freeman too.
Yeah. Okay.
Met some Aussies. So, I don't know, a lot going on in Florida.
Did you tell them that you were going to Australia?
I did. They gave me a little confidence because we want to go to Australia, but I'm like, I don't know. Can I sell tickets? Like, you got to come do shows there. There's a lot of moms there, which is good to know. I didn't know that.
You didn't think there were moms there?
I never have been, or
yeah, it's mostly just.
I don't know how they. I mean, maybe they're like kind of a different culture. I don't know how they make kids or rear them.
It's just no moms. The dads actually have them there.
Something with the pouch.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
they,
pouch.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So the dads have the pouches there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sounds nice.
Could have moved to Australia. Yeah, do you ever wish you had a pouch instead?
I mean, yeah, they pretty much have carriers. They're like pouches.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
You're starting to put Thomas in the front, the carry thing.
Yeah, he didn't love it when he was little. But now that he has like a little more head control, he can like face out and look around.
Wearing a kid is awesome. The fact that you can put a child on you and it's.
Yeah.
It is fun.
I feel like, maybe, do they like
I want to run with him.
You want to run with him in that?
Yeah.
I don't think that's what it's made for.
Okay. It's like a 2-for-1. He gets some fresh air. It's kind of like a
You get
weighted
jostle
vest.
up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he would love that. Yeah, is it easier? Like, I feel like he's just kind of getting to the age where like he can hold his head up, so it's like more fun. Is it better?
Yeah, when I date my children, it's before and after they have neck control. Because before, I just can't stand it. Like you can't do anything with him. But so
very, very annoying. That'll be interesting when you have a second kid. You're probably like, I gotta do these annoying things again.
I don't think that's how I'll feel, but keep that to yourself if that's how you feel.
Okay. Okay. Deal. Okay, y'all like, subscribe. We got more interviews coming these next 2 weeks with the biggest bloggers out there. We hope you're enjoying it. It's been fun. Say a prayer for Jake that everything's going smoothly and that Katie and I, we're both tired, so that we don't go fight here in a few hours.
I don't know. They might like it because then we can come back with some good material for Judge Jake next week. So.
No, we won't.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Thomas, he took a big nap, so he should be thriving.
Yeah.
Okay. Love you guys. Thanks to everyone coming to the show. It means a lot. Get your tickets. We'll see you. We'll talk to you next week. Peace.
Correct opinion.